What am I doing up on a Sunday morning at about 7:30? It's very misty out. Well, I've had COVID, as you can probably hear, and this is my chance to get back out. There's going to be a dig this morning with my metal detecting group, and I am going to go along and spend a few hours there. I'm not going to push my luck because I've only just got better, but I've been missing my metal detecting, so let's go and see what we can find. The digs at my Devon group are often in these kind of locations, down dark Devon lanes. First thing in the morning, it really is quite dark, and at the moment with all the canopy of the trees and all the ferns, it really feels kind of quite mysterious. I know we're going today somewhere where there are 11 fields to detect, and hopefully this little spatter of rain should make the ground a bit easier to dig as well. I would definitely recommend joining a local group because you learn loads from other people. You know, you can't find it all yourself, and it's amazing how much ground a group of 30 or 40 people can cover in a day. You really do get to know an area quickly by sharing what you're learning. Plus it comes with the benefit of a Facebook group and everyone, the sort of post-match discussion that happens, and you get to see pictures of things people have found, and there's just the general camaraderie as well. You know, it's good fun. It's really good fun. I wasn't expecting rain this morning, but it's quite good in some ways. I think this is the kind of thing we need. This should improve signals and hopefully make the ground a bit easier to dig as well. Oh, lovely church. So this village is recorded in the Domesday book, and as we head out of the village we're heading towards something called Ridge Road. Well, ridges will have been used for many millennia, so there's some real promise here. What a stunning spot. It's a kind of like a ridge running all the way down this field. Beautiful. It's really muggy today. It's kind of grey. I feel like I'm in a cloud. What a lovely traditionally British thing to hear. Got a really nice signal here. A moo tube. I've had a few of these. I think that's going to be the contamination of the day. There's something really nice about listening to the bells calling people to church, like it would have done long ago, I guess. Whilst I'm digging for things, just found a button, and now I've got another signal. A ring pull. In my post-COVID haze, I'm feeling I'm spinning out a bit here. Just dug a couple of holes. These bells have gone like crazy, like something out of a horror film. And yeah, feeling a little bit weird, a little bit lightheaded. Probably overdone it already. These bells, the bells. Hopefully they'll all go in there soon and I'll pack it in. It's really weird weather today. I feel like I'm metal detecting in a cloud. It's kind of like a fine misty rain and hot, like really warm. Lovely place though. Just want to appreciate these lovely hedgerows, Devon hedgerows. We've got ferns, cowslips. This year there's loads and loads of wild foxgloves. They're lovely. And all mixed in, you've got wild dog rose, there's hazel, and where did I see it? Oak, an oak tree springing up here. Amazing, isn't it? So many different things in one hedge. Little pit stop. And I'm sitting right next to the ridge, or Ridgeway. And what is a ridge? A ridgeway? It's basically a high, long strip of ground that's high that people would have walked along because they got a vantage point of the valleys either side. So it's kind of strategic. It's also ancient because it would have been used since Neolithic times for people to move around here. So there should be good things to find here. Have I got the energy? Seriously depleted. COVID really knocks you, doesn't it? Well, let's have a look at the finds so far. I haven't actually cleaned this up. This is what I think is going to be a penny. Let's get rid of some of this stuff first. Could be worse soundtracks to clean a penny by, couldn't there? This is the problem with coins here in Devon. The soil here is very acidic, and unfortunately anything made of copper often comes out looking like this. However, I can see a little bit of the legend around the edge. Georges, I think 6th. (1946). In other news, a button. Let's give this one a little clean. I think that once would have probably been quite a smart little button. It's got a kind of brass coating to it. Quite a pretty little button, isn't it? But the bane of the day is these moo tubes, medication for cattle, which for some reason farmers just put on the floor. I don't know why they would do that. Right, I've got a massive 92, which is often nothing exciting, could be iron, but I can hear it in here. Ooh. Oh! That's one of those cartwheel ones, isn't it? Absolutely massive coin. I think it is because it's got the kind of like a kind of border all around the edge. Let's give it a wash. Yes, you can see the edge, can't you? There's the king. That's how big it is. Behind me is the village, and that church that we heard the bells ringing is actually a 13th century church, and it's known locally as the cathedral of this area. It's not really a cathedral, it's a church. But they believe that there was an Anglo-Saxon church on the land before, so it's a very ancient place of worship. And we know that the village behind me was mentioned in the Domesday book in 1086, and there were 5 big manors all around the village. We're probably standing in one of them. There were 2 smaller ones as well. So there should be things here. There should be loads of medieval coins to find here. Can I find them? No! The other thing to note about this place is that it stands on the edge of the moor, and you only have to look up there to see 2 or 3 peaks where there will almost certainly be Bronze Age settlements. There's all sorts of things up there on the moor. So these fields should be fantastic, and if I had more energy I'd be zapping up and down here. Just before I left, someone found 3 items of silver. I think they found a love token, a hammered coin and possibly a shilling, but that was not all in the same place but in this sort of similar field. So there is definitely stuff here to be found, but unfortunately I've now got to get going, and to be honest I think I've rather overdone it. I mean, it is amazing how much a virus like COVID just knocks you out, and I think I just need to take a little time to let my body recover and just go easy for a while. So I'm sorry I'm not going to hammer it until the dying stages of this day, but I just feel like I've, you know, I'm happy with my cartwheel penny, I'm happy with my couple of coins, and I think it's time to go home and have a rest.